I welcome you all with my love and respects. Please explain. When I become thoughtless, I will be unable to function in society and work to make a living. These are called hypothetical questions. And I can say hypocritical questions. Understand? Before you start practicing itself, you have started planning for you already started planning about its after effect. What will happen if this happens? What will happen if that happens? First thing. The moment you say, when I became thoughtless, after that, you can write anything after you became thoughtless, that's all. Not before that. When you start imagining and creating problems, nobody can find solutions. This is an imaginary problem. Actually, a person who has become thoughtless will work at least few hundred times more than normal human being. He will be productive to the society. He will be productive to the whole world. Only one thing will be missing. The constant irritation and suffering you are carrying now will not be there, that's all. Except that there won't be any other difference. There will not be any other difference. You may miss just your irritation and your suffering. That's all, nothing else. I see there is a proverb, ignorance is bliss. No. Innocence is bliss, not ignorance. Ignorance can never be bliss. But the society seems to value knowledge, idea, learning, education and information that one possesses. This seems to be contradicting to me. If so, how can one be ignorant and still possess wealth of knowledge? Having tremendous knowledge and not being egoistic about it is what I call innocence. Innocence is bliss. Ignorance can never be bliss. Just this one clarity, one click is enough. Innocence is bliss, not ignorance. That's enough. Here is somebody is asking, could you please explain with examples to drop the ego, the thinking ego? There's a very beautiful story from Ramakrishna. One person comes to Ramakrishna and says, Master, my husband is threatening me continuously that he will become a sannyasi. Ramakrishna laughs and says, never bother, the person who threatens will never do. The dog which barks will never bite. So don't bother, he will never do. He tells a beautiful story, how a person will become Swami, sannyasi. One couple was fighting with each other, and that guy was threatening, I will become a sannyasi. She said, she was crying, what you are threatening me that you will become a sannyasi. The brother, younger brother of that person, he comes and says, please don't bother, don't worry. This fellow, he says about his elder brother, this fellow may talk, but he will never become Swami. The person who talks continuously will never become Swami. She asks, then who will become Swami? He says, if you want to see how a person becomes Swami, just see now. He threw all his clothes and took one towel and tied it around his hip and became a Swami. Left everything and went away. He says, the sannyas happens only in this way. One moment, a clear, strong decision, that's all. Understand? There's a proverb, think before you jump. I've never seen anybody jumping by thinking. Thinking means what? Dilemma. As long as you are thinking, this, you will never jump. At some point, if you have jumped, that one moment you stop thinking. So I can tell you, new proverb, jump before you think. Otherwise you will never jump. You will never jump. The person who is thinking will never jump. They will drag, but they will never jump. Bite my nails frequently when I am anxious or serious or during thinking. Is it a sign that I am not aware or not in conscious or mental disorder? I don't want to say mental disorder, can be a habit. I have seen too many small things are also become a very complicated thing. When you start giving a big idea, disease, this, that, all those things, and I don't think it is that big problem. Understand? Even a small thing, people come and tell me sometimes, Swamiji, I don't get sleep in the night. I tell them, perfectly alright, then work, that's all. And daytime lie down, and you feel like sleeping, lie down. See, whatever is said and done, you have one important automatic mechanism in you. When your rajas is exhausted, you will settle down in tamas. Anybody you can trust. When my restlessness is over, my body will automatically retire to rest. He does not need sleeping pills. You don't need. The problem is, you are put in a very unnatural routine. Unnatural routine. Second thing, you are not enough inspired to follow that routine. First problem, unnatural routine. Second problem, you are not inspired enough to live that routine. Third problem, very important problem, your body intelligence is not allowed to make even small changes. Understand? There is no such thing at particular time you have to sleep. There is no such thing at particular hours you have to sleep. One day if you don't feel like, don't bother. Do not start thinking, I think from today I am developing insomnia. And so many ads, especially when you see in the TV, what you will naturally do? You will start comparing with yourself. Another big difficulty, even I cannot speak all these things openly here because there are so many legal complications. So now I have to make a disclaimer. No, better consult your doctor before you start practicing these ideas. Anyhow, the pure cosmic energy that speaks through you, is it also the same cosmic energy that speaks through the Christ, Buddha and every other enlightened beings? Naturally. Anybody who is enlightened and any enlightened master, through him only the cosmic energy speaks, there is nothing else. Anything which comes out of them is a pure cosmic energy, continuously sharing the same truth in so many different ways. You can say Buddha spoke for 40 years. And there is a statement by Buddha, I never spoke, I never opened my mouth in last 40 years. Because he never uttered a single word. The cosmic energy is continuously expressing itself. So much of life seems fulfilling. I think that this idea that there is so much still to live in ordinary life holds me back from enlightenment. What to do? First thing, so much is there to live ordinary life means your mind is still giving a hope. Your mind is still giving a hope. The mind which gives the hope is the ultimate hopeless thing. By giving hope, it constantly keeps you in hopelessness. So, of course, either you learn from the master and realize, or you learn from life. It may take little time. What to do? How to truly give you permission to work on one's mind and remove its hold on the self. This intention and unclutching meditation is what needed. Yes, that too is enough. Is surrender required? Surrender means the clear intention and the simple unclutching. That's enough. Surrender does not mean you will fall flat every time when you see me. No. That may get only knee pain and back pain to you. That may not do any real work. A real intention and simply unclutching. Understand? Unconditionally relaxing. I have seen people, Swamiji, I am surrendering to you, but how long you will take to give enlightenment for me? They will ask me to first sign in the contract before. Then it is not surrender. The very restlessness I have seen. Many guys come and press me. You have to give me this darshan, you have to give me that darshan. And these fools don't understand. Let me tell you a story. It really happened. One guy, one crazy guy. What to do? Only this kind of things land up on enlightened masters. One screw loose, half screw loose, one nut missing, one bolt not there. Actually, when God is doing the creation job, if there are some missing, rejected pieces, customers will sue him now. So he is afraid of the suing. He comes down to repair those products, those rejected pieces. So when he comes down, all the rejected pieces gather around him. You will see he will be surrounded by all the one screw missing, two screw missing, half bolt missing, did not get tightened enough. And they all know repairer has come, the plumber has come now, let's go and get repaired. One tube missing, one pipe missing, one screw did not get tightened.